In where exactly?
At Jude Bakery in Bandra. It's located at the cross of. Okay, at the cross.
Expose him. He doesn't know where this restaurant is. Expose
Bro, it's
him.
next to the showroom on Hill Road.
It's next to the.
Okay, we can't say that on camera, so that's all. This is all bloopers. Mein dal do ye sab.
No free clout.
Okay. Okay, cut. But yeah, this is. Beep. Yeah, beep. Fucked everything up.
Hey there, sexy stranger, and welcome back to Class of Cookie 2023, where I get 23 chefs to teach me how to rate 23 of their favorite cookies in the year 2023. Today, before we get to Chef Hussain, who's everybody's favorite canteen kids recipe, I want to take a minute to address the face. Am I wearing a ridiculous amount of concealer? Yes. Is that because I've been editing these goddamn videos for the last 3 days? Also yes. Am I going to be ridiculously angry if you point that out in the comments? A third time yes, so don't you fucking try it.
Let me tell you something, you ugly bitch. Help me out. I will whoop your ass. You don't know me. I am from Bethlehem.
Back to the recipe, however. Chef Hussain's recipe is a milk chocolate, peanut butter, and sea salt cookie, which sounds incredible already, but I'm going to go in and immediately make my first change. This recipe starts like every other recipe does by creaming the butter and the sugar, but I'm going to replace the butter with some brown butter, which I think will add a lot more complexity of flavor and make it feel so much more comforting. The brown butter, brown sugar, eggs, and peanut butter are nicely creamed, and much like any other cookie, the next step of course is to add the dry ingredients. And much like any other cookie, some of the dry ingredients are salt and baking powder. Now, this is where this cookie diverts from a lot of other cookies. As opposed to using wheat flour, which has a lot of gluten, this one uses jawar or millet flour. Now the problem with jawar or millet flour is that it is completely gluten-free, and I'm guessing that's what Chef was going for, so I'm going to try and keep this gluten-free. But I'm a little worried about how it's going to bind. So what I'm also going to do is, for safety and to make sure everything will stay binded, I'm going to go in with a little pinch of xanthan gum, and that'll make sure that even if the jawar doesn't hold up by itself, the cookie will be nice and binded.
A simple question. What is gluten? What is this thing you will not eat?
Update, I just washed my hands and they are incredibly sticky, re the xanthan gum. So I'm thinking that maybe that might have been a terrible idea. But let's just hope that these come out good, and if they don't, I'm sure Hussain's going to pretend to like them. But what I have done, and what I am doing though, is switching over to folding these by hands just so that I don't over-activate the xanthan more than it already is going to activate. Okay, on to the very last step. I'm going to go in with all of my milk chocolate. I'm using a fantastic Ghana origin milk chocolate. I'm also very tempted to add some chopped peanuts, but I think I'm going to leave that for after I've balled up these cookies. So let's go. I'm going to do this, then I'm going to rest the recipe for about 30 minutes as it recommends, and then we'll come back and bake. The batter has been resting for a solid hour and a half. It's nice and cool and firm. So I'm scooping this out. Now here's another small note about the recipe. The recipe says that I should weigh these out to 80 grams. My guy, that is a massive fucking cookie. And no, that's too much. I'm just using this. One, because that's the right size for a cookie. And two, because I'm lazy, I'm not weighing it out. So I've gone ahead and pressed these cookies into some candied peanuts for extra crunch and added some salt for extra flavor. Now these are going to go into the oven at 170 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. And close to the end of that, what I love about this recipe also is close to the end of that, it wants me to take these out and pipe some peanut butter directly into the core, giving it like an almost oozy molten core, which sounds delicious.
It's showtime! Showtime. It's fucking showtime!
Hello and welcome back. I have at the SLA with me Chef Hussain. Chef Hussain, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me over. It's my first time and I'm excited.
Yeah, no, it is criminal that you haven't been here before. I'm like holding it against you.
Now I'm here.
You are here now. Anyways, I'm very excited because when you gave me this recipe, like 2 months ago?
Yeah.
It was your secret recipe that you made only for yourself.
Yes.
But now, 2 months later, it is no longer a secret recipe that you no longer only make for yourself. Tell us everything.
Right, so this recipe is not something that I make for myself anymore, but for people at Veronica's in Bombay. So Veronica's
Pause, tell us, wait, before you continue the story, tell us everything about Veronica's.
So Veronica's is this new sandwich shop that we just opened on Saturday, and it's situated at Jude Bakery in Bandra. And yeah, it's just got a great coffee program, some kombucha, some amazing sandwiches. We've got great bakes, coffee, breakfast. Like, I don't know, we got the works.
I mean, we'll see about how great the bakes are.
For the Bandra peeps, I'll give you 2 landmarks. It's in between Birdsong Cafe and the Veg Non-Veg store.
Great.
So
because
if you can figure that piece
because
out.
you said those streets. I've lived in Bandra for like years now. I have no idea what you're saying.
Exactly my point. Like a lot of people know Bandra just by, you know, these landmarks.
Correct.
But it's like,
I mean, Veronica's is the newest landmark.
And hopefully Veronica's will be the newest landmark soon. It's like saying I live close to the cross in Bandra. I was like, dude, there are way too many. You know?
Okay, before this gets any further off track, shall we get to tasting the cookie itself?
Let's do it.
All right. Cheers. I mean, you haven't waited for me, so cheers nonetheless.
This is fucking great, bro. Who the fuck waits for a cookie? Dude, this is really nice. Dude, I've always been a fan of everything that you do, so let me just say that you've fucking taken this like 2x.
क्या करूँ यार, so talented only.
इतना ज़्यादा कहाँ से talent आ रहा तुम में?
Yeah, come try it, please. No, not now, on camera. We're dragging you into this. It's too late. You already called us out for not knowing where Veronica's was.
That is nice. Nice, right? I'm just gonna eat this entire thing.
Oh, yeah, cheers.
खाने दे यार.
No, bigger piece.
Bigger piece.
Well, Chef, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for sharing your recipe with me. I hope you enjoyed my take on it.
Thank you so much for having me over. I absolutely loved it. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, if you loved this recipe, if you loved this video, and if you love this series, do not forget to subscribe, like, share, help us out with engagement, do all the do's. We will see you next week with another chef, with another cookie. But until we do, say with me, hey sexy.
Stay sexy.
Okay, finally. Amazing.
Let's go.
I don't know if you guys can get my flour and all. I haven't seen it.
I got your flower, yeah. It's like
My
on
signature.
brand, yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Rolling?
Rolling.